Go for third video, that is error for product, that is error in product of physical quantity. Let's start here, direct solving of this solution. Here my dear, we all know that error in measurement of Z is my dear given by Z plus minus del Z. So error is del Z. I can write del Z. That is error in measurement of Z is plus minus del Z. Error in measurement of A is plus minus del A. Similarly, error in measurement of B is plus minus del B. This is error in measurement of Z is plus minus del Z, error in measurement of A is plus minus del A, and error in measurement of B is plus minus del B. So now my dear, if I write them in a proper form, writing equation 1 in proper form. What is proper form? अभी मैंने बोला. Proper form means writing the answer with the true value as well as error in that value. True value as well as error in that value. So when I write it in proper form, this will written as Z, that is true value plus minus error in Z, delta Z, is equal to A plus minus delta A. That is, my dear, because this is the true value of A and plus minus delta A is error in A. I have written error here. This is a proper form. True value, error. True value, error. That is a proper form of the writing machine. Into this is B plus minus delta B. So I have introduced error in measurement of Z is plus minus delta Z, error in measurement of A is plus minus delta A, and error in measurement of B is plus minus delta B. So when I write the equation 1 in proper form, I will write the true value and the error value. So true value of Z is Z, error value is delta Z. True value of A is A, my dear, and the error value is plus minus delta A. And true value of B is physical quantity B is B, represented by B, and error in B is plus minus delta B. This is the proper form of the equation, my dear. That whenever we express in proper form, try to understand, the Ncert has asked many places this numericals mein. Whenever they ask the answer in proper form, you have to mention the true value plus minus error in that measurement. I repeat, you have to mention in terms of true value and plus minus the error in that measurement. That is the proper form. So now here this is Z plus minus delta Z is equal to, let us multiply here, this is A into B, A into B plus minus, this is plus minus A into delta B. Now here plus minus delta A into delta B. I hope you are getting expansion. This is called expansion. And here my dear, this is plus minus, and here also plus minus. So here I will write plus minus delta A into delta B. I hope it is clear. So we will get this value when I multiply, when I expand this, I will get this value. Okay. And now my dear, here the very important part is to be understand. So you all understood, I hope, this step. This is the expansion. Again you can see A into B, AB. Then this is A, and here it is plus minus, and here it is multiplication. So I put plus minus A into delta B. Then my dear, this things to get multiplied with this bracket. So this is plus minus delta A into B. You can see, and then plus minus I put plus minus of this, and delta A into delta B. Okay, now next step is that let us divide above left hand side and right hand side terms by z. Let us divide above left hand side. Yeah, let us divide left hand side and right hand side term by delta z, by z. That is by true value. By true value. The true value, that is the true value of the product of A and B, is the true value, my dear. I have divided it by z. See what I am getting, what theory says us. So when I divide this is z divided by z plus minus delta z divided by z is equal to AB divided by z plus minus this is A delta B divided by z plus minus this is delta A into B divided by z, and here it is plus minus delta A into delta B divided by z. So I divided each terms by z from left hand side to right hand side, my dear. So as soon as I divide this, I will get the answer here, my dear. Z divided by z is 1. This is plus minus delta z by z. Z by z is 1, na, my dear. Is equal to AB divided by z. And what is z? Z is equal to AB, you can see. So AB divided by AB. So here I have kept z only, but here I will start substituting z as AB on right hand side, because z is AB also. So left hand side I have not taken z, I have keep z as z only, but on right hand side I will write z in the form of AB. So this is AB plus this is A delta B divided by AB plus this is delta A into B divided by AB plus this is delta A into delta B divided by AB. This will be written as 1 plus minus delta z upon z is equal to, here also I will get 1. This is plus minus. So here YB by AB is 1. This is plus minus. Now my dear, this is A cancel with A. So I will get delta B divided by B plus, here B cancel with B, my dear, because A is in delta and B is alone. So B cancel by B. So this will give me delta A by A plus minus, and here it is plus minus delta A divided by A. I have separated the multiplications into delta B by B. Delta A by A with A and B with B. I hope you are getting. Now my dear, you can see here this is 1. Now here two things, this 1 and this 1 gone, because 1 minus 1. So here on the right hand side, left hand side I have only plus minus delta z by z is equal to, this is plus, I can write this first, plus minus delta B by B plus minus delta A by A plus minus delta A by A into delta B by B. I hope you are understanding. Now here one request to you all to understand the topic clearly what I am saying now. Now here the very important concept is, my dear, till now I hope you all understood I am doing a simple algebra. Now here one small concept to you all, my dear. And what is that concept? Now see here. My dear, you all know that if I write A as 5 plus minus 0.5, 5 plus minus 0.5, and B as 10 plus minus say 0.2, please. So now from my question, my dear, you can tell me that how much is A. So A value is 5 and del A value is 0.5. Similarly, B value is 10 and del B value is 0.2. You can see this is true value, this is error in A, that is absolute error in A, and this is true value of B and this is absolute error in B. So this is true value of A, that is 5, and error in A is 0.5. The true value of B is 10 and error in B is 0.2. Okay, in my question I have given let. Okay, now my dear, if I go for, therefore let us find what is del A by A. From my question let us calculate, therefore del A by A is how much? Del A is 0.5 divided by 5. Answer becomes 0.1. The denominator is very high. Denominator is higher than the error value. Of course, sir, everywhere. True value will be higher than the error. True value of the physical quantity will be more than the error in that physical quantity. Otherwise, why we are doing experiment? अगर true value से error भी ज़्यादा हो गया तो flop है experiment. Please. So sir, what is happening here? As soon as you find del A by A, so sir, error is less and true value is more. So denominator is very high, and answer become very less than. Final answer is less. 0.1 पे आ गया. And del B will upon B will be 0.2 divided by 10, my dear. And this will become 0. That is 2 by 100, I hope, and answer will become 0.02, my dear. एक और डेसिमल पॉइंट 0 बढ़ जाएगा. Oh God, आंसर कितना कम हो गया. So as soon as del A divided by true value or del B divided by its true value, my dear, answer decreasing. So if I multiply del A by A into del B by B, so the answer will be 0.1 into 0.02. I hope you are getting me. And answer becomes 0.002. You can see. So what is happening, my dear? Ki this value del A by A was 0.1. Del B by B was 0.02. And after multiplication, my dear, their value become more decreasing. It is 0.002. So here also the same concept. So del A by A is very less. Is less than del A also, is less than A also, quite less. Del B by B is also very less, sir. Total value is very less. It is less than del B, less than B. तो जब मैं उसको प्रोडक्ट करूंगा del A by A into del B by B, जो आंसर आएगा वो और कम हो जाएगा. It will definitely or more less. Because when we multiply any decimal number 0 point something, the answer will be more less. Because here you can see, this is, my dear, how I got this. This is 1 by 10 into this is 2 by 100. This is 2 by 1000. And answer is 0.002. Is very less. Is very less. तो मैं यहाँ पे एक कंसेप्ट क्या देना चाह रहा हूँ कि सर जब del A डिवाइड बाय A होता है, जब एरर डिवाइड बाय ट्रू वैल्यू होता है, एरर डिवाइड बाय इट्स ट्रू वैल्यू जब होता है, सो आंसर वैसे भी कम हो जाता है सर. Here also error divided by true value, answer is 0.1. It is less than the error value, it is less than the true value also. बहुत कम हो गया. So whenever error divide by the true value, because true value is very high sir, denominator is very high, so the answer आएगा error divide by true value का is very less. And if I multiply such things, error divide by true value into another error divide by true value, the answer will more less. It will be quite less. पहले से del A by A is less, del B by B is less, and when I multiply them together, the answer will be more less, my dear. And why I am saying this, hence this term, here it is plus minus beta. Here also del B by B and here also del A by A, but there is plus minus in between them. There is no multiplication. But here, my dear, there is a multiplication and answer will be more or less because itself del A by A is less, sir, and del B by B is less. Why del A or del B by B or del A by A is less? Because, sir, del A by A, when you say, del A is the error and A is the true value. So, denominator में जो value है is higher. So, the answer, the result will be less. So, sir, एक का result less है, दूसरे का भी result less ही है. Because again it is error divided by true value. जब उसको मैं multiply करूँगा तो answer और less हो जाएगा. Here I have given the example. So, now my dear, what is the science asked here? Since del A by A is small, del B by B is small. Now why they are small? Sir, del B is error, B true value है. Del A is error, A is true value. Sir, true value हमेशा error से बहुत ज़्यादा होता है. True value आप देख सकते हो 5 है, error 0.5 है. क्या फायदा यार एक्सपेरिमेंट करके अगर error ही true value से ज़्यादा चले गया तो क्या फायदा इस एक्सपेरिमेंट? Error होना चाहिए बट कम होना चाहिए ना. True value को भी exceed कर देगा तो ऐसे एक्सपेरिमेंट का क्या फायदा? So सर, true value बहुत ज़्यादा होता है और error कम होता है. तो जब आप इसको डिवाइड करोगे, when you divide error by true value, जो आंसर आएगा वो कम आएगा. तो सर, जब ये इनके आंसर ही खुद कम है तो जब आप इसको मल्टीप्लाई करोगे तो आंसर और कम हो जाएगा. Am I clear? यहाँ पर सर क्या हो रहा है? यहाँ पे सर there is a plus minus sign in between that. So there is no problem, my dear. Am I clear, my dear? So here del A is small, del B by B is small, hence del A by A into del B upon B into is very small and can be neglected and can be neglected. So now what is the answer, my dear? The answer is plus minus del Z by Z is equal to plus minus del A by A. I have written A first and plus minus is aid of that. I have written that. Plus minus I will write del B by B. So now the question is for maximum error. Now maximum error only when del A and del B, when this and this term have the same sign. Either they have a minus sign or they have a plus sign. So I am writing here for maximum error, this is either plus del Z by Z is equal to plus del A by A plus del B by B, same sign, or it can be written as, my dear, minus del Z by Z is equal to minus del A by A minus del B by B. But still, my dear, if you solve this is minus del Z by Z is equal to minus common, this is del A by A plus del B by B. Minus and minus once again cancel. Answer is what? Del Z by Z is equal to del A by A plus del B by B. For maximum error, I told you del A and del B should have same sign. So I have taken the same sign first, or here also I have taken same sign, but when I solve this, final answer वही आ रहा है. So now my dear, I hope you all understood this concept. Okay, the del z by z is nothing but the answer is coming as plus del a by a plus del b by d. This is only the final answer for both the steps. But my dear, one point to note down. What is to be noted down? Sir, one point to be... Acha, why I have taken one time plus and other time minus? Because here it is in plus and minus. And why I have taken same sign? Because for maximum error, the del z, del a, del b should have same sign. So if I took same sign, my dear, the answer will be plus 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 plus, or answer will be minus minus minus. But when I solve minus 1 also, minus del z by z, okay, is equal to minus taken common, del a by a, and this minus will become plus as soon as the minus taken common. And this minus and this minus will be cancelled further. Answer will come down here only. So nice. Please watch the video carefully. But my dear, here I want to add one point here. Please make a note of it. My dear, in earlier topic, in sum and in differences, we have del z is equal to del a plus del b. Del z is equal to del a plus del b. Even in difference also, del z is equal to del a plus del b. But in product topic, it is not z, del z only, it is del z by z is equal to del a by a plus del b by b. ये समझो. So here in product sums, there is no absolute error. It's not maximum absolute error. It is maximum relative error. Because this is error divided by true value. 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 And I have told you, relative error ka definition, it is a ratio of absolute error, mean absolute error to the true value. So sir, यहाँ पर del z नहीं मिल रहा है. Del z is equal to del a plus del b नहीं मिल रहा है previous questions में. Sum and differences में we are getting maximum absolute error. Answer in terms of maximum absolute error for plus and for minus, for sum and for difference. And we are getting del z is equal to del a plus del b, either in sum or either in difference. But here my dear, in product, in division also and in power also, we will get the same answer. And what we get, we don't get a maximum absolute error, we get maximum relative error or maximum fractional error. This is fractional error. So my dear, here for maximum error I have written here, this for maximum error del z, del a, del b should have same sign, and I have did that. And now I will conclude here. Thus, there is maximum possible relative or fractional error. How I came to know, sir, यहाँ relative error का concept है. Sir, it is error divided by true value है. और ये definition है relative या fractional error का. It is a ratio of the error, the mean absolute error divided by true value. So thus there is a maximum possible relative or fractional error del z by z is equal to del a by a plus del b by b. And everywhere, my dear, I have taken relative error. Relative error in z, relative error in a quantity and relative error in b quantity. Earlier in sum and differences, there is an absolute error in z is equal to absolute error in a plus absolute error in b. There was no further divide by true value, my dear, in previous two topics. Please take care. So thus there is a maximum possible relative or fractional error given by this way. In maximum possible relative or fractional error in product of two physical, in product of physical quantity, not necessary two, physical quantity given by del z by z is equal to del A by A plus del B by B. So here is a concept of relative error, my dear, in product or in division also, in power also. There is a concept of relative error. But in sum and differences, there is a concept of maximum possible absolute error. Please take it. So this is, my dear, about this theory, and we can go for the numerical based on this topic also. I will do the topics numericals together for all the sums together. Now look at this sum, my dear. I have taken simple sum on product because just now I taught you a product concepts. If the potential difference V is equal to 20 plus minus 0.2 volt, 20 is the true value of the potential difference and 0.2 is the error in potential difference. And electric current I is equal to 10 plus minus 0.5 ampere. 10 is the true value of electric current and 0.5 plus minus 0.5 is the absolute error in the electric current. Okay, we have done all this through my theory. Please watch it. Find maximum possible relative error. Now I am saying relative error is only a question here because you all know, look at the formula, because so find the maximum possible relative error and hence percentage error. You have to find two things, a maximum possible relative error and percentage error in the measurement of power. In the measurement of power. And express the result in a proper form. Express the result in proper form. मेरे को result भी express करना है बेटा. Now you all know, my dear, power is V into I, product of voltage and current. This is the product sum. So what is the actual power, true value of the power, my dear? This is 10, that is 20 into 10, because true value of voltage is 20 and true value of current is 10, so it is 20 into 10. Answer is 200, my dear. I hope it is clear. That is the true value of power. I hope you are getting me. So now here, this is true value. Now, error in power, relative error, maximum, therefore maximum relative error in measurement of power How you got it understood? This is the true value of power. And now maximum relative error in measurement of power is delta P by P is equal to delta V by V plus delta I by I. Just now we did it. Delta Z by Z is equal to delta A by A plus delta V by V. For Z is equal to A into V. And this is the true value of power. I got it. Why I am saying bar this word? Because I have to write the result in a proper form. So now here, my dear, this is delta P by P, that is absolute relative error in P, is equal to delta V. Delta V is 0.2 and divided by 20 plus this is 0.5 divided by 10. So the answer of this will be 0.2 divided by 20 is 1 by 100. I hope it is clear. Plus this is 1 by 100 and this is 5 2s are, no doubt. This is nothing but 5 upon 100, that is 1 by 20. When I solve this, the answer for this I will get it as, my dear, 100 is the LCM and here it is 25 and this 6 by 100. So 6 by 100 is the maximum relative error in power. And it is unitless. Don't substitute unit, because in relative error, my first video I told you, whenever we find relative error, sir, ऊपर भी power, नीचे भी power, ऊपर error in power and नीचे true value of power. we are putting unit on the basis of quantity. So ऊपर भी था sir, it is a error in power. No problem what error and what and true value in what, but it is power in numerator and power in denominator. It is unitless. But my dear, in previous when I am finding sum and difference, when I am calculating absolute error, my dear, in absolute error they carry the same unit as the unit of the physical quantity. Because when I add meter and meter, of course answer will be meter. But when I divide meter by meter or watt by watt, answer will be unitless. Try to understand. So whenever we write relative error for product, for division, for power, they are without error. Yeah, they are without unit. But while writing sum and differences, when you are writing absolute error, they are carrying a unit, my dear. I will write all this point at the end of my video. So this is the important word. Delta P by P is 6 by 100. So this is our maximum relative error I calculated. Am I clear? And this you will calculate to the value. This will be nothing but 0.06 as a maximum relative error in power. And don't write any watt or anything, because it is watt divided by watt, answer is unitless. And percentage error is what? Percentage error is nothing but relative error into 100%. So relative error is delta P by P is relative error in power into 100%, that is delta P by P into 100%. So this is 0.06 into 100%, the answer will be 6%. So this is, my dear, percentage error in power I calculated. Now, my dear, the question asks that write the result in a proper form. So as I told you, proper form means writing the answer with true value along with the error value with plus minus sign. So proper form of the result is what? So here I am writing result in proper form. So first I will write in terms of my dear absolute error. First I will write the result in terms of, my dear, absolute error or in terms of relative error. So the answer of this will be 200 plus minus 0.06. This is 200 plus minus 0.06. That is 0.06 is the relative error and 200 is the true value. I have calculated true value by multiplying V and I, sir. True value of P, true value of I, get true value of power. True value of V multiply with true value of I, give true value of power. 20 into 10. 200 plus minus 0.06. I hope it is clear, my dear. Am I clear? Similarly, my dear, here in terms of percentage error, what is the answer? In terms of percentage error, the answer is 200 plus minus 6%. 200 plus minus 6%. So this is the answer in a proper form. So whenever we write the answer in a proper form, we write the true value along with the error. Suppose I write the result in relative error form, so it is 200 plus minus 0.06. If I write the result in a percentage form, it is 200 plus minus 6%. I hope it is clear, my dear. So this is a sum based on the product.